right, market is open. And I have my water. That's all that matters. Kind of a normal open today. Checking out gold and the NASDAQ, seeing what's going on. Beyond Meat up 6%. ZTO yesterday was starting to try and break out. Had a pretty good day after earnings. Both of these days on pretty heavy volume. I'm really not mad at ZTO. Been eyeing this breakout for a little bit. Did not take any positions in it, but definitely could if you want to. It's still definitely within buy range. And that's about it. NASDAQ, yeah, like I said, flat open, which is pretty good considering what we've been going through. Yesterday was not an additional follow-through day. Let me switch over to my stocks browser. We're probably still in uptrend under pressure. I didn't check. Let's see. Yeah, still under pressure, so definitely no follow-through day as of yet. Not sure if they say they're waiting for a follow-through day, but another follow-through day would definitely solidify a little bit more of a rally. So they're talking about the 50-day moving average on the indexes. Gold's up 0.49, ZTO down now, GE also down, Carvana down. Yeah, Carvana took a little bit of a dump yesterday. Wasn't really able to recover. Looks like today it's possibly continuing that. GLD up a little bit. Trying to scare people out yesterday, but the volume was minimal. Same with the NASDAQ. The volume was minimal. So still in a low rising volume situation. Very news-driven market, still waiting for developments out of China and the Fed, and we'll see if we get either of those. Trump's really pushing for interest rate cuts, and I just saw an article he's researching cutting the Social Security and Medicare tax out of the payroll taxes. Which I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. I think that has to go through Congress. I think. I'm not sure. Let me Google that. All right, NASDAQ starting to fall off a little bit here. Beyond still up, KG. Good morning, Nick. I'm going to try to add to my short up here. AMD down as much as it was up yesterday already. Huh. Looks like it reversed yesterday. I didn't quite realize that. So definitely taking it on the chin a little bit this morning. Let's take a look at the other big ones. We got Apple, stable. Amazon, stable, but maybe reversing a trend at least internal to its little daily range here that it's been putting in for the past couple of weeks. Maybe towards the top of that, maybe moving towards the bottom of that. Let's see what that would look like for a trade. That'd be kind of fun. 1766. Hey, Rob. What is 1766? I'm really having fun with these puts these days. 1766. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40. The 1805 would be 40. That'd be almost a double. Whoops. And I'll finish watching that later. As Amazon drops a little bit more right there. NQ down 0.5%. Take a look at some of the other big ones. Microsoft looks okay. Not dead. Holding up pretty strong overall on the daily. Obviously today it's a low of day, but that's kind of to be expected. It's rallied up pretty high. Remember I mentioned they kind of rally stuff after hours to push it higher? They've done that. Look at Microsoft. They've done that 3 days in a row here. So there's your after hours push. And there's your normal market push. And there's your after hours push. And there's your normal market push. And your after hours is now flat. So kind of interesting how they've been able to push it higher on the after hours session. Why would they want to push it higher on the after hours? If they actually want the stock, they can't get a lot of it on the after hours session. Usually leads to sell-offs. All right, see how buddy GE's doing. You're finally done with your bounce to 9. We'll see. All right, 0.4% for the Nasdaq. Let's go check out the global watch list. A few things green today. Quite a few things green today. ENDP up today for some reason. Beyond Meat looks like it's trying to rebound a little bit. Baidu, big up day yesterday. Oh, there's earnings after hours. Oh, okay. Selling off a little bit this morning. Lumber Liquidators pays with a nice rebound. I missed that one. A little symmetrical triangle right there. And it rebounded quite nicely, at least for a little pop. MMNFF, CGC. Earnings the other day. Looks like it dropped and it's been going a little sideways. Not a lot of momentum, though. Definitely not bouncing back. iRobot. Roku still happy up here. Look at that on the 5-minute chart, right, or 30-minute chart. Beautiful little cup forming for Roku. It's not bad at all. Casa, TZA, GNC, Jazz. IIPR also trying to come back. Emerging from the 110 level, which has been resistance at these lows. Not sure I want to jump on the bandwagon there, but not the worst trade today. Zscaler, I don't know, Zoetis, whatever the heck this is. New highs today. That's impressive. Brand new highs today. Let's go look at what ZTS is. That's impressive. I'm just saying. Develops animal health medicines and vaccines with a focus on livestock and companion companies. 95 relative strength rating, 95 composite rating. Excellent. Both of those. Both of those are excellent. Constellation Brands. Looks like trying at this. Constellation Brands is a alcohol premium brand company. I forget who they own, but they own a lot of alcohol names you know. And definitely not the worst pattern forming here on Constellation Brands. Even on the weekly, it looks like it's been stuck in this downtrend for a year and a half almost. And if you look on the weekly, it hasn't had a big downtrend in a long time. So there's definitely a possibility when this is done that we just launch higher out of this. So Constellation Brands definitely want to keep an eye on, which we've been doing. And we will continue to do. Coop finding support at the 50-day moving average. Very nice. Earnings coming up, it looks like in a month or so. 9.3. Oh, not too far off. It's about 2 weeks. Seems like earnings season is every week. ZTS, GNC, Coop, BSEN, bye-bye, Massey. So not seeing a tremendous amount of large leaders at the top here. Usually in bull markets, you'll see the leaders leading. Twitter, they mentioned that large cup and handle. I'm not sure that would qualify for them as a cup and handle if that's what they're referring to. See, they've gotten loose since William O'Neill's kind of stepped aside. That is definitely, that's 48%. That is not a cup and handle. Unless they're going by the old rules that I was referring to that they used to have, where during a bear market, you can have deeper cups and things of that nature. And this 45% would probably qualify under that rule, but all the other rules, I remember, they're not obeying. So, people of stocks, what's up, Eli? How you doing, man? How's your job? How's your cat? How's stuff? Let's see what's down today. I bet. You mean they didn't hire you and then give you a week off? What the hell? That was unlimited vacation. Those lying bastards. You have your cat sitting in cash? That's good. My cat's not looking so hot these days. Let's just go to cash. That's cool. NetEase. Yeah, my grandpa isn't looking. I mean, he's 100 right now, so he's probably in his 4th or 5th stage base. May have to go cash on grandpa soon, unfortunately. Your cat and James, right? Both of those guys together, man. I'm telling you, let's just sit back and watch it happen. Okay. Why did I have that circle up there in 3D Systems? I don't remember. Whoops. Have to go back and check that out again. Say, why did I do a circle there? Is that an island top situation? Could be. Micron, I'm glad it came back up. It's not looking too bad up here. Not ready to go quite yet, but a higher low right now. Support of the 50-day moving average until that breaks like this. Still kind of eyeing a potential breakout for that guy. All right, that's enough of those global watch lists. Let's go back here to the actionable list. Beyond Me, which probably shouldn't be on the actionable list, but it's one of those stocks. KGKG trying to bounce back. Our buddy Anik yesterday was moving. Today, also showing good signs. Look at Anik. Good stuff. Definitely a little bit of distribution yesterday, but that's not the worst candle I've ever seen. That's not bad. Doji top, not nearly the highest candle of the day. That's a pretty high volume candle right there, though. The next one. But it looks like it's starting to meander higher. Anik. GH also not really breaking out, but not breaking down either. It's just, it has an general uptrend to it, and that just may continue. May not get a traditional breakout in that one. See that from time to time. LVGO, how's gold doing? 0.63%. Pretty good. Atlassian still looking super. DHT bounce off the 200-day basically. JD, DR Horton. Twilio, not really able to bounce back after breaking that trend line. Match.com still hanging out. LK done for now. LK is just done. That was a good trade. One of my best trades of the year. Oh, CMG. You still sitting at high, CMG? Yes, you are. And I haven't even been at Chipotle, so it's not. I'm not the reason it's going up there. I didn't buy my tacos. So it's not even me. Usually I say I'm the one pushing Chipotle, but that's not the case. OKE still hasn't been able to really get over that 71.50 line. Qualis. Little disappointing, Qualis. Little disappointing. MJ, very disappointing. Although I will say, if you look at this 30-minute chart, look at all the volume that kind of stepped in here. And we haven't been able to go much lower. But a lot of the individual MJ stocks aren't looking super hot. We don't have too many of them on here. So, you know what? We do have a watch list called MJ Lottery Tickets or something like that. Don't we? We did. Oh, there we go. MJ Lottery Plays. Let's go take a look at these. So, this is OGI. Not looking super great. C blah, blah, blah. Looking okay. Probably not in that MJ list, though. CGC just gapped down the other day on earnings, and it's so far been unable to bounce. I'm looking at the 30-minute charts. Hard to tell on this one. You know, I wonder if I can put some padding on the bottom of this thing. Not sure. Oh, here we go. I thought I saw something. There we go. Okay, just right like 15. There we go. Let's do that. Let's see if that'll work out for us. It's better than nothing. All right. So yeah, you can see right there, unable to really get higher. CB da. Tilray back into new lows, or close to new lows. Looks like IPO's 20. We're at 30. So only 50% more to drop. So we are at new lows, and we're still continually in new lows. I believe Tilray still has an unusually large market cap, which is the reason why MJ is being put under such pressure. IIPR trying to bounce back out of these lows. That's pretty good. Cron also looking like it's coming down a little bit lower still. So most of these MJ stocks, ACB, not bouncing off that trend line very well, going back through it. Not looking very good. Don't step in volume. Nice, Eli. So there's MJ looking pretty broken, but you know, you can see on that 30-minute chart there have been some buyers stepping in here and actually taking some of those less expensive MJ shares away, but you never know. Nasdaq 0.4, it was hovering around 0.3 for a while. KGKG growing had some promise. Still above the trend line, but pulling in a little bit. How's the volume? Volume doing pretty good, declining. General volume decline since the peak there. That's not bad. Yeah, so cannabis not even really giving us a lot of reasons to be, not a lot of reasons to be thankful. GE 2.6%. Get on with your bad self. Nice. I have a feeling they were only counter trading the positions I'm in. That never feels good. Like, oh, the entire market's moving against just me. Huh, how do we manage that? I think we just panic and put ourselves in a corner and cry ourselves to sleep. That's all we do. Nah, Eli wouldn't do that. All right, market looks like it's down 0.5% again, trying to keep moving a little bit lower. Volume also is not very large. Gold doing okay. So I think they want to tip it over. I'm just not sure if they want to do it today or tomorrow or the next day or they're just going to wait for the next tweet. It's so weird that we're governing by tweet. That's just so weird. Yeah, so I'm not sure there's much to do here. Just got to let the market play itself out. We're kind of up towards a resistance level that we've seen a few times on the NASDAQ, and I guess we're just deciding if we're going to stay up here or come back in. And you've got the NASDAQ and the gold basically trading counter to each other at this stage of the game. So that's not a major indicator. It's just kind of the inverse to the market right now. Everyone's so into the gold trade that when stocks falter, they just move it to gold. And when stocks come back, they move it back to stocks. But you can see the volume is also kind of diminishing a little bit. Kind of hit a low point over here. Let's see. Oh no, I guess it still continued lower yesterday. Guess it was lower yesterday. It just looked lower over here. Guess it was lower yesterday. We'll see if that's not the lowest volume we've seen. We had a lower volume day here. I'm not sure if that was lower volume. 9471, 9485. So that was a little bit lower. We've seen a little bit lower. So we're still about 10% higher on the volume. We got down really low over here, so we still could go sideways for a while till we get to these really low volume, which is in the was that 11? Am I looking at the wrong number? No, I'm right number. Okay, so 4 million is pretty low volume for gold. How about this guy? 2 million. This guy. 2 million. So 2 million super low. 4 million is average low. And we're sitting here yesterday at 10. So no major low volume in gold, but doing pretty good. NASDAQ. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see if all these gaps up end up just pushing us down again. Pushing us down again. So is that the 20 or the 50? I think it's the 20. I think we saw that. Yeah, it's 20. So firm resistance at the 20. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So any more questions, guys? Other than that, I think I'm basically done right now. Market's playing itself out up here. I don't feel like watch it just sitting. I could beat my head against the wall with my program. I got caught in a big Git problem yesterday. Apparently, it's still not resolved. So I'm back to a weird state, but I'm just going to keep it. GE down 3%. Look at that, GE. Insider buying to try to save the company. Haven't seen it work yet. Haven't seen it work yet. We'll see if this gets any worse on GE. I just think it's funny. Like, the CEO stepping in to buy shares. What are you doing? You are not a superhero. You're one man. You may have a very, very bright uniform. You may be able to dunk the basketball. But you're not Superman. Only Superman is Superman. Last time I checked, at least. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here then. Go beat my head against the wall with this program. Yeah, we'll see what the market does here. If it's going to have to see a nice reversal with accelerated volume at some point in time, which we don't have right now. We may just wait up here until Trump says something else. And as we know, these news-driven markets usually are not the best. I mean, when you're waiting for the Fed to save you or waiting for Trump to save you, that doesn't feel very good. I know Trump wants to save you, which is why we're not dropping off, because he's already kind of put a couple of decent tweets out there. But whether he can actually follow through with action on those tweets is another story. I'm not sure if he actually lowers the payroll tax. I'm not sure he can do that with the stroke of a pen. It's not something I think he can do. I think he's got to go through Congress for that. 'Cause that has to deal with the budget. So I'm not sure if he can get that done. Not sure if he can pressure the Fed guy to lower rates. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, today's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, today's Tuesday. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.